Hey, folks, and welcome to Prevent-A-Thon 5. We are starting off Thursday very strong. This is going to be a fantastic first day of the event. I'm very, very excited. If you don't know who I am Alara. I've been your host at this event before. I've been a runner at this event before, and now I'm joining you as not only part of host staff, but I am also one of the privileged members of Games Committee for this. And I've brought two of my friends from Games Committee along with me to chat about the amazing schedule that we have. Oh my god, y'all cooked. Seriously, this is just amazing. We really, really have a good schedule. I can't say enough about it, which is why I brought two people to help me out with that. Let's start with you. Mike, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Oregon Mike. I am on the Games Committee. I am part of your host community for this marathon. I'm super thrilled to be here. I also got to be part of the selection committee and got to see my own runs very, very badly beaten out by a whole bunch of other people showing some better stuff. So very happy to see that. And Rio?
Hi, I'm Icariosa, also known as Rio. I'm part of the social staff of Prevent-A-Thon, and I'm part of the games committee. And we have so many cool games to show you. Let me tell you, it's super exciting to be here.
And we're kind of starting off adorably because the very first thing we've got going on is Snuggle Percent, which was not something I expected. I'm not a runner of this category. I'm not a runner of anything Last Guardian. But I saw Snuggle Percent and the name immediately sold me on, oh, I need to see what this is. The runner, it's Sable Dragonrock's going to not finish the game, but instead we're going to stop at cuddling the dragon, which I'm told is significant for some reason. I haven't actually beaten the game, but apparently that's kind of the good ending, air quotes, according to a lot of people.
It's nice
So
to see some partial runs in there too. We don't
yes,
have to speed run the whole game. We can do little things, and it's great.
I especially love how this is the case of we're creating our own category because this artificially creates a good ending. We're taking a game that normally wouldn't have a good ending and we're giving it a good ending. And that concept is just super interesting to me.
Oh, for sure. Sounds fun.
Is there anything either
Looking
of you are excited for Thursday? Because we have a lot of exciting faces. Like we have a lot of people, a lot of Prevent-A-Thon veterans, actually. There's a lot of Prevent-A-Thon
Yeah.
veterans on Thursday, as well as a handful of new faces.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Secret of Veronis. I got to see part of this at RPG Limit Break, but not a lot. Unfortunately, it was at a time when I turned it on. I was at RPG Limit Break, and I was watching it from my hotel room, and I turned it on and thought, I'll watch this, and then fell asleep. So I got to see very little of it, but I'm quite excited. I'm hosting for it, and I'm thrilled to be working with Leggy Starscream. Um, I did a hosting for her like 4 years ago, and we had a fantastic time. And I know she's brought some friends with her too, who I also know and have a fantastic time chatting with. So hopefully I'll remember to do my host duties at the time, but it's going to be extremely entertaining, regardless of what happens there.
For anyone who doesn't know, Secret of Veronis is very heavily based on the old Game Boy Final Fantasies. So it's kind of in the same vibe and style and visually extremely similar. So it's kind of an honorary spiritual sequel to Final Fantasy games in that sense.
Especially the Legend 2 or Saga 2, if you prefer.
That's really cool. Is there anything you're excited about in Thursday, Rio?
Yeah, so I am excited about Peggle Extreme by Satan herself. She's going to do the Extreme Grandmaster run, and Satan herself is no stranger to marathons. And if you know even a little bit about her, you know that she is just an awesome runner, an awesome being, and I'm just super excited to see that run Thursday coming up at just before 11 p.m. Eastern.
It's very infectious, and Satan's so passionate about Peggle too. It's really, really fun to hear. It's a wild game that I played a million years ago. I loved it and I adored it. I played the heck out of it, like the World of Warcraft add-on version of Peggle. And I never would have thought, oh yeah, you can definitely speedrun Peggle. And yet here we are. It has the entire devoted Peggle community and Satan spearheading this at every event. they can manage to get this into is just fantastic. I think one of the things that I'm really, really excited about too is Pepanwana, because Pepanwana is bringing us something a little bit special with the King's Dungeon. Um, because if you don't know, that game is being played on a console, but it's not on a Game Boy, it's not on a SNES. It is a actual physical tiny little box with a hand crank.
Oh,
It's
that's
adorable, and the
great.
hand crank is like part of the mechanics for the game. It's so fun and it's so cute and it's so different. So I may eventually try to save up some money on the side to try to pick that one up because it looks really, really fun and cute. Um, and like
I'm
I
just
said,
real.
today is stacked. I believe you
I
mentioned you
am.
were excited for Impossible, Rio.
Oh yes, that too. Possible by the Mass Mango. 10-pin levels 1 to 5. Now, despite the fact that I was part of the games committee, that game was not in my pool, and I have been trying to keep myself, not spoil everything. So I am excited about this game just from the name alone. I think there's gonna be an entertaining run coming up.
As someone who hangs out with Mango a decent bit, I can tell you right now that anything Mango runs tends to be very, very fun and very different. Mango has very interesting taste in games, and I mean that in the most complimentary way I can. Um, but like I said, that's just on Thursday. We've got so much event. There's so much going on. We've
I'm
got
looking at
friends coming
the.
over. Like Misha mentioned, RPG Limit Break. We actually have almost an improvised little limit break block because we have 4 people from RPG Limit Break that are going to be on the event for us on Friday. So uh, we've got Vaniman running Neutopia. We've got the Sid running. I believe it was. I need to pull everything up because there's just so much schedule. So the Sid's running Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Hio's little monster was going to be running Final Fantasy 15, which if you have not seen the Final Fantasy 15 run, it is so broken. It is
Yeah.
so wild and broken. It does not play like a Final Fantasy game at all. And then we've got Ghost Kumo, who is going to be running Ease 9 for us. And that's another run that if I didn't know it was a JRPG, I would have never thought it was a JRPG run because the movement mechanics have broken that game so wildly. It's just wild.
I'm an RPG runner myself. I love seeing RPGs run. I'm a big fan of watching a really good skilled run of something like Super Mario Brothers, Super Metroid, which I know we have coming up. All those I love watching a good skilled run that's highly mechanical and highly well placed. But an RPG run, there's just something special to it for me. I love watching anything that forces people to think on their feet and forces people to like. It's to me that's really what I love to do personally and love to see. So it's nice to see a lot of RPGs happening.
If you like games that make you think on your feet, I would like to introduce you to Selkooth Mind because Dicey Dungeons is nothing but thinking on your feet. It is all
Speaking of people that
RNG
think
all
on the
the
brain, so
time.
that'll be good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a handful of games that are just precise execution. So on the opposite end of that. So one of the ones that
Yeah.
jumped out to me, because again, I'm a fan of wild concepts. I am a fan of anything that makes me go, huh? What? That's a game? Um, we have 100 Little Jumps, and it is the most cute little game. And I brushed it off at first when I first heard about it, and then I actually heard the concept of the game, and it 180'd into, oh my god, I need to see this. Because the concept is you have 100 jumps to clear the game. It is a countdown. You have 100 jumps. You must beat the game in 100 jumps. So there's a lot of fun platforming in the sense of you have to figure out, okay, how do I get from A to B with either not jumping at all or jumping as little as possible? So anything in that vein, always just like, what? Huh? Break up?
Yeah. It's crazy. It just the thought of having to like micromanage and just do 100 jumps throughout the whole game. Um that requires some serious skills.
Last I heard, I believe they have a wiggle room of exactly one jump. So they have one safety jump that they can spare for the entire run.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I
So,
mean, thinking of things that make you think, we've got a mystery race too.
well, hello. I may or may not know a thing or two about that. I might be the only person who knows what that game is going to be. We do have the mystery race coming up. I brought in NBZ, and then we also brought in Tora Knight, who was already a part of this event. Both fantastic runners, both of them experienced mystery racers. And it is going to be a fun little challenge because I am going out of both of their comfort zones for the game. Um, let's just
That's the point
say
of
that
mystery,
if they're
right?
practicing their platforming, they're going in the wrong direction. If they're practicing their RPG skills, they're going in the wrong direction. They might want to practice their QWOP gameplay if they want to figure out how to do this. I might have a handful of spoilers or two as the week goes on. But the first thing I'll tell you as a teaser, we might be making curry. And we won't be
Ooh.
cooking that curry with standard kitchenware.
I do like curry.
Do you like
This is gonna be
turtles?
great.
The little chocolate treats or the
The
animals?
animal.
Yes,
We will
actually, I
not be
don't know why I
making
need to
turtle
ask.
curry. I rest assured it will not be turtle curry. But there will be turtles and there will be curry.
Well, I am a vegetarian, so I'm glad it won't be turtle curry.
No, we will not be making turtle curry, but it's going to be fun and it's going to be a surprise. And I'm very excited for the faces of our runners when they figure out not only what game it is, but how it is that it's going to be played. And then, speaking of fantastic things and decisions that need to be made and things that need to be realized, we have a finale, and it's a bit of a traditional speedrun finale. We may have pulled in our fantastic friend Ice Blue, who's going to be running none other than Super Metroid for us.
Oh,
So that's a storied speedrun because countless marathons have had it as their finale. Now it's Prevent-A-Thon's turn. And there may be a traditional bid war that's associated with Super Metroid. Do either of you maybe want to chat about that?
Oh yeah. We have none other than, do we save or do we kill the animals?
So,
Ooh.
again, vegetarian here, so I know where my money's going.
listen, I appreciate you and I understand where you're coming from. But think of the frames.
Save
Think of those poor
frames.
frames. Have you ever seen a charity raising money to save those frames? Meanwhile, the animals get all the love and the attention. I think those frames need some help and they need some saving.
Hey, look, as a runner myself, I will always sacrifice frames for entertainment. So,
Fair.
Do you have a preference, Rio, for whether or not we save or kill?
You know, I love animals, but I'm gonna save the frames. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, not
Yes.
sorry.
You're being
and thus the
outvoted.
conflict begins.
Well, unfortunately, it's not up to the three of us. It is up to the fantastic people in chat and all the fantastic donors and all the people supporting us. Like I said, I have no words. The schedule is absolutely packed. It's amazing. Everyone cooked. Everyone who submitted, everyone on Games Committee, this schedule is just top to bottom packed with amazingness. So y'all have plenty to look forward to. So with that, I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you for being here, and I will leave you to it because we have something very important to do, and that is watch some speedruns. I will see you all later. Bye.
Bye.